Alright, thank you guys for joining me on this Chilling with Mojo. Today, what I want to talk about is the newest issue of Ghost Rider. Now, as of shooting this video, I don't know, I have to go back to my videos that I shot before, but I did shoot a video about my comic book collection and how I love Ghost Rider. Now, being the fact that we have the pandemic, the coronavirus, Marvel and everybody was like, we're going to stop all production. Now, this is the first Ghost Rider comic right after the coronavirus. I mean, one day I went over there and I asked my local comic book store, always support your local comic book stores. This is how I got mine. But, I went to my local comic book store and they were like, yeah, we don't have it, we're not going to get it yet. So I just didn't go there for like the last month or so. Within the last few days, I just stopped by there, and this is the benefit of being a local customer for a comic book store, that you always come over there and you pick up your comics. I'm known as the Jurassic Park guy and the Ghost Rider guy at my comic book store. So when I went in there a couple days ago, I didn't see any new Ghost Rider comics. I was a little bit disappointed, but then I went up to the front and I was like, hey, my name is such and such. I have an account here. Is there new Ghost Rider comics? And boom, got this comic. I mean, I read through it when I had me some downtime, and as far as I could say, Ghost Rider, yeah, you find out why is he so corrupt in this issue. And really, it's because of the Penance Stare. Whenever he sends somebody back down to hell, whenever he does the Penance Stare on somebody, yeah, it burns their soul, but there is still a piece of them inside of him. So you imagine Ghost Rider's just going and he's burning all these demons. Eventually, this is going to take a little toll on him. And I mean, when you're stuck in hell for a millennia, or for, I think he said like 1,000 years, or for however long, when he found Doctor Strange, because he wanted to do the Penance Stare on Doctor Strange in this issue, because I believe when they were fighting Mephisto, I don't even, honestly, I'm a little bit disappointed in myself. I don't have the issues when they were actually fighting Mephisto, but in the old issues when they were really fighting Mephisto, when Doctor Strange basically brought back hell, I actually got to go read back in those comics. He brought back this town, and he ended up bringing back a part of hell, because Mephisto and everybody was like, hey, you do realize we live in Las Vegas, because some big battle happened and Las Vegas was wiped out, and Doctor Strange was like, oh my god, no. So he brought back Las Vegas, not knowing that, hey, you're bringing back hell. Like, Las Vegas, place of sins, you bring back what's in hell, what's in Las Vegas, you're gonna bring back hell. So you had to deal with Mephisto and all that. They had to battle and everything like that. They had to imprison Mephisto, and who is going to take control of hell? Meanwhile, they left Ghost Rider in hell to fight all those demons for, I know it's like for months in our dimension, in the human realm, but in hell, months or years, months or 20, 30, probably 100 years. I forget what Ghost Rider said, but he was like, I was in hell for a long time. And everybody was like, but you've been gone for a couple months. And he's like, in hell, months or millennia. So imagine him sucking up or just defeating, doing his Penance Stare on all those demons, and then coming back to Earth, finding out that there are still demons. Because, this guy was fucked up before he came back to Earth. And he comes back and he's going gung-ho. You get in my way, I will rip you in two. I'm going to get all these demons. I'm going to take them back to hell. Meanwhile, you have this other character. Forgive me if I'm if I'm bashing the characters' names or something like that. But you have this one chick and her crew. They're coming in and they're like, hey, fuck the Ghost Rider. We're going to take control of hell. They've gotten a lot of demons to basically come on their side and be like, fuck this false god or this false leader of hell. We're going to freaking take control of that. And then you have another dude in Limbo. He like I believe it was like in the last issue or the issue before the coronavirus. Um, uh, the main Ghost Rider, he takes away another Ghost Rider's power. He strips him of the ability of being the Ghost Rider, and he knows, like he's like, I have to save this guy. He's gone too far. He is not the regular Ghost Rider that we all know and love. So he does all he can to go and find a way to get a power back. Meanwhile, he finds this dude in Limbo. That dude basically gives him the power of corruption. That was in like one of the last issues. That's this dude right here with this this sword. Oh my god! I mean, it's kind of badass, but he also ties into like one of the characters and Marvel, and then you're like, oh my god, like this is how this character was actually like developed, and it was so cool. But so pretty much like in the last issue before all the coronavirus, you have the Punisher, you have Wolverine, and you have the Spirit of Corruption all teaming up to basically go and get the Ghost Rider. Basically to just beat the shit out of him and just be like, look, dude, you need to calm the fuck down. And when they find the Ghost Rider, after he took Mephisto and was like, look, I need your help. I have a bigger war going on. There's a lot of other players in hell that want to take control of hell. I need your help. I don't really know how all these demons are getting out of hell, but yet they are. How do you do this? And Mephisto's like, look, dude, I know shit's gonna go down. I can already feel that shit's gonna go down, and shit's gonna go down bigger than me. So I'm gonna help you out. Meanwhile, when they find Doctor Strange after they had this little talk and shit like that, you actually see Mephisto kind of egging on the Ghost Rider and like talking smack to Doctor Strange, being like, "Oh shit, you done it now. You left him in hell for so long, and he is pissed." So Doctor Strange is like, "Please stop." Like Ghost Rider almost kills Doctor Strange in this issue. He almost kills Doctor Strange. If it was not for the Spirit of Corruption to come in and actually start beating the shit out of Ghost Rider, I did not think that someone would actually kill the Ghost Rider. But like he was on the verge of killing him, man. Even Donny Ketch after the fight even was like, "Oh my god, you were on the verge of killing me, but you got to realize this isn't like Superman, Batman, like Wonder Woman, somebody like that. Forgive me if I'm getting all my superheroes mixed up, but like Green Lantern versus Ghost Rider. Ghost Rider's gonna demolish Green Lantern like that. But you had the Spirit of Corruption going against Ghost Rider. So you basically have two entities that are at like equal fitting going against each other. And that other dude was like, fuck nah, dude, you're going too much. And after the fight, pretty much Spirit of Corruption, he was beating the crap out of Ghost Rider. And meanwhile, while all this is happening, like I think her name is Lilith, but then they refer to her as a bitch witch, and like later in the book, and like that's how I'm basically gonna refer her now. It's like she's just a fucking bitchy witch. Her and her crew are like, we're gonna run hell, and everybody's like, what the fuck? And even this other dude that I'm gonna refer to in the end of the video, he's even like, fuck that fucking witch. Like, I would rather die before she ever gets on the throne. And when I saw that dude, I was like, oh my god, what? But, so, she sends a bunch of demons after, like, Ghost Rider and the Spirit of Corruption. Well, pretty much just after Mephisto and Ghost Rider, and was like, if you kill these two, you bring me their heads, I'll give you your own realm. And I mean, I understand, like, that's cool for demons and shit like that, but you got a freaking demon, low-tier demon with a hammer coming at Ghost Rider and Mephisto. You coming at Wolverine, you're coming at freaking the Spirit of Corruption, you're coming at Doctor Strange at probably, like, 5% of his power, he could still knock you out. And you're coming at the Punisher, who doesn't have any powers, he could just kill you. So, like, what? Dude, you are a low-level demon, and you're like, I'm gonna take the head of Mephisto and get my own realm. Oh my god, really? Like, I was really thinking, like, some heavy demons were gonna come out and be like, holy crap, but nah, everybody's just wiping the fuck out of him. And forgive me, but there's this other chick that's actually there to help the spirit of corruption. It's like her, like the Ghost Rider seer or something like that. But like all these demons, they just get mowed down. I mean, it was just like, what with these demons, man. But so meanwhile, the Ghost Rider and Spirit of Corruption are going at it, and then they finally just go at it one good time. Ghost Rider's down for the count. Doctor Strange has got his power back, and he goes and he cleanses Ghost Rider. I mean, you can't really cleanse Ghost Rider, but even they were mentioning in the book, they were like, you have penance-stared so many souls, you have sent so many damn souls back to hell that, like, I know you send them back to hell, but a piece of them are going to be in you. A piece of them is left behind with you. A piece of their soul is left with you. So imagine you do that over and over and over and over, and you never press the release valve. So that's what Doctor Strange had to do with Ghost Rider. He had to press the release valve and release all that energy from him. And I mean, yeah, he's still suited up like the King of Hell, but he's not like fucking crazy. Like, I will rip freaking Doctor Strange in two with my bare hands. He's just like, look, all right, like, he calmed down. He thanked everybody. He was like, thank you guys for putting me on the right path. I understand I was going a little bit crazy, but you guys were there to, like, kick my ass and be like, look, stop doing this stuff. He even mentioned, he was like, I know that if I was to go that far, you guys would kill me just to stop me from going a little bit too crazy. And this is where shit basically gets real. Everybody's like, all right, cool. Everybody's like, all right, we could split our ways. And you think like, oh shoot, now Ghost Rider just got to deal with this one witchy bitch. And like, you're like, okay, whole series is wrapped up. All right, this kind of sucks. First issue right out of the freaking coronavirus. And you're like, all right, whatever. But then Ghost Rider grabs Mephisto and he's like, look, I still need you. There are still things to do. This battle is not over yet, and you still need to help me out. And Mephisto, he's just being dragged along by Ghost Rider, like, hey, what can I do? Hey. But then, the last freaking page, you have Spirit of Corruption and his partner just basically being like, hey, we had a long night, time to have like a cold one, and just be like, all right, we freaking did it. And then this dude, let me show you. This dude, last page, he shows up and he's like, I'm not gonna let that witchy bitch take the throne over my dead body. And I'm like, oh, damn. And I mean, look at this dude. Look at this dude. He is not like that other chick. He is not like those other chicks. He's like, honestly, I think that this guy is the Leviathan. I've read Ghost Rider. I've read all through it and everything like that. You never really hear mention of the Leviathan. I mean, you go through like demons and stuff like that. And I mean, yeah, you got like the kings of hell and all that. But I mean, come on. What dude looks like that? Next issue ain't until next month, man. I bet you. That's the Leviathan right there, dog. That's before her time, and he's just like, I am not gonna let her freaking sit on the throne. I'd rather die before that bitch sits on the throne. And I was like, whoa. And I mean, Ghost Rider even was like, yo, I'm gonna head back and I'm gonna freaking take care of her and her freaking army. And I'm like, this dude looks like he can just wipe out her army in like a day. She's like, she sees this man and she's just like, you know what? I could take you on. And he's like, dude, you don't even know who I am. If you knew who I was, I mean, look at this guy. Who on earth do you think that is? Please, I'm about to put this video, I'm going to do like my editing and everything like that. Please comment in the comments below. Who do you think he is? Because I'm like, oh my God. And I mean, like, I don't know if the people in the background are dead or he's just capturing them and using them as leverage and stuff like that. But I mean, this guy looks like, I mean, look at those freaking eyes. He looks like he's seen death. He looks like he has murdered a fucking country and just did it just because he was bored, man. He looks like he's one of those guys, man. He looks like he has been locked up for a long time. And because certain people are not watching over hell that have actually known about this guy, now you have all the demons running amok around hell. Now you got this one chick and her crew being like, we're gonna run hell. But then you got Mephisto that's just sitting in the background like, you know, I did have the keys to hell. Everybody thought I was doing a bad job. Oh, and another thing too that I want to mention. I'm so, like, I feel so stupid that I did not mention this in, like, part of the other video and stuff like that. But I just want to shoot a quick mention to this one thing. This is where, like, Doctor Strange is, like, basically taking out most of the souls from Ghost Rider. I mean, that dude, he was fucking corrupted, man. He was, like, corrupted. But what I want to show you that got me was when Doctor Strange and Ghost Rider, here it is. Who do you think he is? Ghost Rider is even like, you. And he's like, yeah, you thought I freaking destroyed this guy? No, I just threw him in like a dimension to where, we don't have to deal with him. But on any terms where I'm just like, hey, look, I need to take this guy out just to use him for like my trump card because he's going to go ham on anything. And apparently this guy and Ghost Rider have a freaking thing. Like, Ghost Rider just saw this thing, and I'm thinking it's like Cthulhu or something like that. When I first saw it, I was like, holy shit, they fucking put Cthulhu in here? But Ghost Rider's just looking at him like, oh shit, man, like, why didn't you kill him when we had the chance? And even he says, like, right there in the next page, like, you lied to me again. And, like, what? Like, what, dude? I mean, read the book. It is awesome. Like, I went to my local comic book store, and, like, I'm just so glad I had a freaking account on with them and everything, because then they didn't have any other Ghost Rider issues, and I had this one waiting for me. I read this one today. I thought it was freaking awesome. I can't wait until the next issue of Ghost Rider. I love Ghost Rider. I love Jurassic Park, and I love Transformers. So those are all the comic books that I have in my collection. If you want to see a video about my comic book collection, please leave a link. Please leave a comment asking me about that. I did shoot a video a long time ago about my comic book collection, but I don't think I put it up in my archives. Really, I only put up one video a week. Next video is going to be about my Jeep. So please kind of like, stay tuned for that. Hit me up on my comments. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm always at least trying to put out a video once a week. Sometimes I put out a video 2 times a week, 3 times a week. Depends on what I'm doing that week. But mainly it stays at 1 video a week. So, like I try to tell everybody on this channel, this is the channel that we try to turn an ordinary day into an extraordinary day. Hey, ordinary day after work turn into an extraordinary day because I read the freaking Ghost Rider. So, even though you may think that you can't do it, I know you can do it. Just set your goals high, budget your money, and you can do it. You can live the life that you want to live. Don't ever let anybody tell you no. Unless, legal purposes or something like that. But all that aside, thank you for watching this Chillin' with Mojo. I'll catch you guys in the next Chillin' with Mojo. And be unique, be an individual, strive for greatness, and take it easy.